Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Game 2 between GunGFuBanDa and Acer Scarlett. Game 1 was interesting. It was very fast. The annotation should be down below. Check it out if you want a really quick game. It featured, hopefully you clicked so I don't spoil everything, it featured a very, very efficient proxy 2 gate that essentially just destroyed Scarlett. It wasn't even that close. And that's the power of the proxy 2 gate against Zerg. Zealots kill everything. This is a 4-player map, so I don't expect to see the same kind of BS-ery. Maybe a gateway cyber expand here. Who knows? It is a large map, so it's quite often you're going to see people want to get really, really early expansions, but at the same time you see people that really, really want to do cheesy stuff to deny early expansions. Good luck from Scarlett. She's obviously not having much fun. I'm usually the other way around. I usually wish people to have fun and then keep the luck for myself. Overlord's not scouting in the best way first, but the second one will be down here at some point. Chrono boost going into the probes. So yeah, it's just going to be an economy focused. If I sound a little bit tired, it's because I am tired. It's not that it's been like really hard work and hard days. It's more been the fact there's been a lot of Christmas parties and heavy drinking. I can tell a story while this is going. I was at one of my relatives' houses, and apparently I'm the tech know-it-all for my family. And what ended up coming out of that was her essentially demanding that I figure out why her two TVs, one upstairs and downstairs, weren't producing good sound. One was not doing good sound, the other one had problems with like lag issues, and she couldn't figure it out for the life of her. And so I've just went in there, I started drinking my red wine, finished my dinner. I'm like, okay, well I'm pretty half cut, I finished half a bottle of red wine. Let's go and start doing electronics work. It sounds logical, I know. But at the same moment, I'm just going through there, and it came down, and I'm sure anybody knows anything about electronics and working with relatives, they came down to the most simple of things. Essentially, we had one TV that the settings were turned to speakers off, so there was no sound, and the other just being wired so poorly through so many different systems that you couldn't actually control it effectively, as opposed to just putting video into the TV and audio into the amplifier. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I really encourage people to learn about the fine art of electronics management, as we see a very fast third hatch here. And what that essentially means is I believe that the Renaissance man of old, where you're supposed to have like a very good, well-rounded sense of skills, I think being able to hook up TVs and audio equipment and just basic home appliances is got to be considered one of those. And if you know what I'm talking about and how to do those kinds of things, and you say, well, no, that doesn't seem that complicated, try helping your mom hook up a VCR, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So I would put that on my list of things that all guys should know how to do. It's not a sexist thing, but I think it's one of those things that girls will appreciate. The same thing with being able to remove a virus from a computer, or being able to change a flat tire or the oil. Like, you should be able to know a few of those things. If you're still like 12 years old and you're watching this, learn how to change a tire, hook up a stereo system, and remove viruses from computers, and you will be the most useful person to so many people in your lives. It will just annoy the hell out of you. So what did I miss in this game so far? Not much. Droning up. We're finally getting our first gas down from Scarlett, who's obviously droning up completely unafraid. I think she caught a bit of a supply block. She's double making overlords. And we have an expansion of wall off on this side. One Z-ling is going to get in and get zapped in the face by a sentry. It's not like there was too much to see in here anyways. He's probably just more interested to see if there's maybe a Stargate or anything else of that nature. But we have 3 gateways happening. And if I saw that, I would expect really strong 2-base pressure from the Zerg player. Got all those gateways down. I expect there to be lots of sentries being made. Ooh, it's actually a Twilight Council. Maybe we'll have some DTs, some more mildly cheesy things. This Overlord's in a perfect position to scout that, and we'll see if Scarlett uses that. So to keep me from being too tired, I've actually got myself out a beer to deal with my overuse of drinking. One zealot and a mothership core across the map. This can actually be very effective if you hit a queen with a time warp and hit it with the zealot at the same time. Generally, you can kill one of those off. Actually, a handful more lings coming out here, and that might just be because you saw the zealot in place and is uncertain. I'm surprised maybe a spine crawler or something down, but It's nice to have a... No, there's a spine crawler. It's nice to have like a spine crawler down just to make sure you deal with stuff better. Where's that pylon? Oh, there it is. Like, there's got to be a pylon here somewhere. So we see a zealot, a mothership core play here. Roaches are already on the way out. Spine crawlers take forever to make. I don't know why spine crawlers take so long. Maybe it just seems that way when you're under a lot of pressure and you're like, I need defenses, and your spine crawlers just about ready to pop, and then they get hit by a bunch of void rays and zealots and die. Queen sees what's going on. More zealots? Yep, just cheap zealots. Zealots are obviously really good. You get yourself in a great position behind the mineral line. You can do a lot of damage. Spine crawler will get cancelled. Speed's about to finish up. Now, obviously, Zerglings aren't the best thing for dealing with zealots because they do a lot of damage, but when you have roaches and you have out... Ooh, good save on the spore crawler there. You can get a lot of damage done. So let's see who came out on top on that there. Let's just look at the units lost. Protoss actually lost more than that. We'll get that pylon out of the way. Pretty good little attack there from GunGFuBanDa. I don't think that was... a bad idea. I think it got in a little bit of damage, but let's see if he can hold off back at home because he's got oh, there it is. Didn't even notice. Does he have any DTs out right now? He's got 2. Oh boy. He's got another one warping in, I think, on that side. Well, let's see what these things can do here. There's one DT out on this side, just wailing away. Oh no. Scarlett's not really paying great attention here right now, losing a lot of... There she pulls away finally. This could get quasi-base tradey here. DTs are going to take out the lair. Is that a big deal? Maybe, maybe not. Spore crawlers are down to keep things defended at one side. These DTs are getting in a lot of kills. What are we at now? 12 kills. 19 kills. Well, let's look at the tally. 26 kills for Scarlett for workers. Surround, surround, surround. Doesn't get the surround. Unfortunately, with no lair, it's a little bit more difficult to try to get that surround. Looks like the lair got finished up. Where'd she build it again? Over here. That's kind of smart. I don't think that's a bad idea. Pretty big investment to get DTs. At least for the Protoss player. Didn't lose a nexus. Not that far behind in workers with some Chrono Boost. Should be able to get back out at it. DTs are great, but that's the only tech really existing right now for the Zerg player. Now that there's mobile detection out, I think they should be able to move across the map now and get some damage. And there's even a queen coming. Is there an overlord over here to poop? No, surprisingly. Having an overlord over here to poop some creep would be really nice. Start moving some creep tumors around. DTs are out, but detection's down. Giga cannon now in place. Let's see what the next plan is here from both players. We got Blink on one side from the Protoss. Kind of in desperation mode. Doesn't have the best of tech. Once you have detection out and you know how to deal with the DTs, not going to do that well. I was about to say a Robo, I think, would have been a nice play. If you can get in maybe some warp prisms and stuff like that, you'd do pretty well. Now in this position, yeah, I like the idea of the Spire. I think that you can just safely macro the hell up, get another base, keep producing tons and tons of workers, and just get a huge lead. Considering the Protoss player is so backwards on tech right now. Yes, pale ale, keep me company. I'd like to see speed maybe get done for the Overseers. Not that expensive to get that movement speed to keep up with the army. Very useful. Archons, 35 kill Archon? Must have been, is that, I don't know, maybe somebody else will know this. If you have 2 DTs with a lot of kills and you combine it to an Archon, does it keep the total of both kill counts? Ooh. Some of those Zerglings got out of there in a very, very lucky streak. Spawn calls going down. Once again, these things seem to take forever when you're in desperate mode. The Spire seems like a great idea until you run into Archons with upgrades. Then things seem a little bit different. What is the unit count? Sorry, structure count. There are 8 gateways. This is a pretty good amount. So that's a healthy amount of gateways here. Lots of open space down here. One of these Archons is a phony. Really nice to see that the units that were trapped by the force field kept fighting. It's quite often you'll see that when a bunch of units get trapped, they just run into the force field like a bunch of idiots. Might as well turn those units around and keep attacking stuff. Blink Stalkers should be able to do a pretty good job here. Actually keeps that Overseer alive. I think that's very important. It's a bit of an investment. Some changelings in here to see what's going on. So cute. Changelings are so funny. Fourth base is now finished. Big pile of mutas. Spines and spores in great spots. Oh, there are the mutas. Scarlett loves her muta play in ZVP. So he's gonna try to get himself down in Nexus here. I don't know if that's gonna really work. Protoss, where's his army? It's retreating. Oh, that's where it is. Killing that mothership core I think is worthwhile. Lose a muta for it. I actually think the mothership core is more important to snipe. I think they cost the same amount anyways. Lots of stalkers out. Upgrades chugging along. What upgrades do we have on this side? 0, 1, hey. All on the attack. Always forward. Well, I lost one muta in that. That's pretty surprising. A lot of very hurt mutas. A bit of a supply block for GunGFu there. Is this enough mutas to fight that? Didn't think so. I was very surprised. Did cancel that other nexus though, so Zerg player's taking the map, Protoss player a little bit of a worse position. Scarlett's about to be maxed too. Holy crap. Didn't even notice that. That snuck up on me. Pardon me. There's no area of effect damage here, and that's why Blink is awesome. Oh, those aren't units gonna die. Turn around and shoot something. That one roach is just having a terrible day. Oh, there's the mutas. Snipe some good tech. We'll lose a handful of mutas for trouble though. Still pretty good. I know if anybody watched when I cast some of the Red Bull Battlegrounds, that Scarlett has a bad tendency to just throw away some mutas rather than keep in the really, really critical unit count that sometimes you really need. It's a great spot to engage though. Very few stalkers can actually fight. Very nice control out of Scarlett there. Oh, grabbing the sentries too. Very nice pickups. So the muta count isn't getting to that ridiculous super unbeatable number, but just killing the expensive units, and really the Protoss player can't expand or do anything. So time is just limited. Big pile of drones coming out. And I think that, yeah, the Protoss player really needs to go make something happen now. This is a pretty big army, though. Lol. Lol. Yeah, I was saying, well, why are you lolling about for Scarlett? I think that's a weird thing to see. Why are you laughing? Yeah, I've got the same question. Like, why? You're so good. GG, well played. Like, is that serious? Is he serious about that? He's so good. Like, yeah, I think he actually got straight up beaten that. I don't know why he'd be upset about anything there, but whatever. Cheese from GunGFuBanDa. And that makes me cheer more for Scarlett in that. So the series is tied up. Go Scarlett. I'm cheering for Scarlett now. SeKo Starcraft, Game 3 coming right at you. Talk to you soon.